And we're back! Hello, hello, hello!
Hello, hello.
How's everyone doing? We are back! We are back! With Rex here playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD.
Hello, everybody. Yes, so when you asked me what game I wanted to play, this one came to mind mostly for nostalgia, because when I was a little kid, my big console as a kid was the GameCube. That's what I had.
Yo, GameCube's legit. Multiple people on this today have said Nintendo peaked at the GameCube, so...
Well, peak is a strong word, but I love my GameCube, okay? I actually still have it, but I'm not playing on that because they re-released all the Thai games, all 3 of them, on Steam. And they're all...
Oh, they did? All 3 of them?
Approved.
Oh, snap.
Yes. Yes, there are 3 of them, and I love all of them very much. Well, actually, it's a funny story. So, I had the first and the third one on GameCube, but I never got the second one on GameCube. I had, like, the Game Boy port, you know?
Oh,
how,
no!
yeah, you know how those are. So, that was, it was weird, and then I realized, like, oh, wait, there was a 2 on GameCube. Why didn't I just get that? That would have been, like, better, I bet.
I have to say, it always aggravated me where they would put the same box art for the Game Boy Advance version as the 3D ones, as in, yeah, this is totally comparable. No, you should give it a different cover, call it a different game, make it a different experience.
I was such a little kid, I guess I just never really questioned it.
You're not supposed to do it on purpose. They lie. Adults lie to you, Rex. I don't know, man. It breaks my heart.
Oh yeah, Matt and Matt RX, you're right. There is a Thai 4.
Wait,
I never
what?
played it though. It looked a bit interesting compared to the others. I think it was like it was a 2D side scroller, which these games aren't.
Oh, it is. Holy crap.
Yeah. So, and I mean that came out like years after the fact. So,
Oh no, it looks like the Sparkster HD remake. Oh
yeah.
no.
I don't know if I'll be trying that out, but I've been thinking about this one a lot because I loved it so much. Yeah, I played this game all the time as a kid, so I'm gonna start a new save file so we can like enjoy, like start from the beginning.
Yeah, I get to watch this fresh. I have not seen like any
Yes.
Thai played, so.
Yeah, so this is like, it's you'll see, it's very like 3D collectathon platformer, you know the types.
Oh yeah, no, it's just my jam.
Yes. And this game stars Ty, who is a thylacine or Tasmanian tiger, and it was an animal I thought was so cool as a kid because I never heard of them because you know they're native to Australia.
Yeah.
And then I also grew up to learn like, oh man, these are so cool. I want to see one someday. And then I learned they went extinct in the 70s.
No.
So, I mean, my whole brand is dinosaurs, so I'm no
business as usual.
that I loved as a kid.
I gotcha! Okay, Ty, I'm in. Catch me if you can.
Oop.
Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
Now I'll get out of here on my own.
I like Ty has that kind of like Sonic side mouth thing.
Oh
know?
yeah, like you never want to see the mouth like up front. It's always just like a little bit like
but you
off
can't
corner.
in this game is the thing.
No.
And because this game takes place in Australia, Ty's weapon of choice is a boomerang.
Be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gilly.
It talks to him.
Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth.
Your tragic past that you forgot about? It's never really clear.
Years ago,
This game's story is a bit all over the place, I'll be honest, as much as I love it.
mystic talismans.
Surprisingly, a lot of Aussie platform mascots. Oh yeah, there's also KO the kangaroo.
Yes! See, it's easy, because, oh my god, I love this villain, Boss Cass. He's a cassowary, which is one of my favorite animals. Mainly because they're, like, heavily descended from T-Rexes.
I believe it.
And this particular guy has a beef with all mammals.
Birds do have an intense hatred of mammals.
It's so true. So it's never totally, like, explained in detail, but this here is Ty's family, who for years were, like, fighting Boss Cass and trying to, you know, stop him from taking over the world, as one does.
Family legacy.
Yes. And they all have boomerangs.
The ultimate weapon against robots.
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh dang, is that Ty's mom?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they all get sucked into this portal that's...
Oh
I forget
no.
where it leads, actually.
They get fridge, Knuckles style, or
Yes.
Knuckles family style.
Yes. It is very similar. And now we have shiny items to go out and collect.
Gotta collect all the Baphomodads.
Those
Oh wait,
brave
the
challenge
force
boss
burned down.
Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Yes.
Word grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs.
His minions are lizards.
It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Maury? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... And that's when you showed up.
Rude! Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can.
Well, I mean,
He
if
just-
you're gonna put it that way. It's-
I'll be honest, I'm not going to help you, but I can give you advice every now and then. That's pretty much what he said.
Welcome to Rainbow Cliffs, mate. By the way, whenever you see one of these signs, I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can
I always
talk
like
to
when
them,
games
whatever that means.
use that, like they're talking normally, and then
Yeah.
they just stress, if you press this button, you can do this.
You'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
So this is the hub world of the game, Rainbow Cliffs. It's very, very pretty looking. I've always loved this game's art style, and of course, you know, this has been like updated, scaled up graphically. But I've
Yeah.
always loved this game's art style. It's super nice. It all takes place in like various parts of like the Australian wilderness. I completely blame this game for like my... As a kid, I was so interested in Australia. Like, I thought it was just the coolest place. Mostly this and Crocodile Hunter, which is like one of my favorite like things growing up.
Yeah, you know, I had a lot of respect for the Crocodile Hunter compared to a lot of those other like animal live action wilderness like death.
I have huge respect for
Seekers.
him. He did so much. He really is a very respectable man. And this is
G'day,
Julius.
Now, if I just
I love
really
koalas.
wild-
They're one of my favorite animals.
I said g'day, mate. Are you deaf?
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be Ty.
G'day. So, you old coot.
Good day.
What's this contraption do?
That's what they say.
This contraption...
This game was all kinds of great Australian slang, kid-friendly Australian slang.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's quite simple, really.
We had a lovely Australian on yesterday, and I didn't have like a sensor beeper, but it would have gotten some work.
Yeah.
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Sniff some out.
Oh,
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Sniffer.
And thunder eggs are the key to powering the machine.
thunder eggs. Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries? If only it was that easy. You'll see, this machine...
Why can't mad scientists make machines that just use like AA?
It
So much easier.
teleports them here.
Struck me lucky.
And that, my friends, requires a great deal of energy.
So, how is Ty here gonna find all these thunder eggs?
Hey, I was just wondering that myself. A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
Just our luck.
A lot of them will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they say, Ty, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in 2 up.
Oh, right. So right now I only have one boomerang. What am I supposed to do with just one of these things? You need at least 2. So this is the first level, 2 up. I actually find it kind of weird that they give you one boomerang, and then in the very first level, they just give you another. Like, why not just start me with 2 boomerangs? It doesn't even, like, change too much of the gameplay. It just lets me throw boomerangs faster. Oh, nice landing.
Flawless.
I like Ty's design. Like, he's just out here in his, like shorts and a bandana and gloves.
Good to be comfortable. That's why I only wear a scarf.
Great. Where is it?
Oh, I love this part.
See that tree over there? Yeah? Well, it's not there.
I don't know why he says that.
Where is it? It's on top of Frillneck Peak.
Oh, I get it now. I was going to say, wait, no, I'm also confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Run, rang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen. Look, mate, life wasn't meant to be easy.
Yeah, so you can already see the big shiny collectibles we have to get. These are opals.
Ooh.
I never knew what these were as a kid. I didn't realize they were like jewels, because that's, you know, what an opal is. I thought they were like some kind of... Oh, there's our first Thunder Egg.
Beauty, Butler, Bonza! I got one! Yeah. One down, 71 to go.
Yes.
Oh, let's get a move on.
Thunder Egg is Australian for jiggies. This game has a lot of inspirations by, like, you know, the collectibles like Banjo-Kazooie, you know the types.
Yup.
I used one, walked 2 blocks, was clobbered by a frill, and then woke up back on the dunny, which was the best place to be, given the surprise I got. Julius reckons it's got something to do with the space-time conundrum.
So these outhouses are checkpoints. When you get, if you lose your life, you wake up in an outhouse.
Ha! Ha ha!
You're
Nice.
saying that if I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these.
Something like that.
Good to know. Kind of reminds me of how No More Heroes says save points as bathrooms.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only real attacks in this game, you got your boomerang, and you bite.
And bite.
You got big teeth.
Is the bite, like, effective?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes those, like front-facing fist-to-fist kind of attacks don't have a very good hitbox.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna smash my face forward and bite you. Oh, but my head's also now in your hitbox, so now I can take damage. Like, no!
Yeah. If there's a certain enemies, like, near each other, you can actually, like, combo them together for, like, super quick. Bite, bite, bite. It's actually, like, I think sometimes it'll, like, home in on the enemy, so you don't have to worry about missing.
He said something now, wait a minute, he said something about pressing the throw button to use them.
The lizards in this game have kind of like a Mad Max thing going on. That they got, like, car parts on them. They're dressed in, like, weird outfits.
Yeah! I will live forever!
That's a great movie. I've
It
only
is
ever
really
actually
good movie.
seen Fury Road. I never saw the original 3.
I've seen the second and the third. I've never seen the first one.
Ah, yeah.
I
I've
feel
heard
like
most
that's
people...
backwards.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Oh no, not more cages. Struth,
What happened here?
Boss Cass did this.
Oh, sorry.
Caged all
I forgot the music
them across the land.
from the other thing.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Was still going.
mistake. No one
What's
has
happening? Is the
survived.
something wrong on my
No,
end?
no, no. I still had the Spotify music going.
Ah.
Free them.
You should have reminded me earlier, Dreamer.
Unless you're Boss Cat.
Thank you, Toaster, for bringing it up.
So yeah, these are little guys are stuck in cages, They're pretty much what were they called in Banjo-Kazooie? The little
Uh,
dude,
The
Jinjos?
Jinjo, yeah, Jinjos.
Yeah, that's what they are. You just gotta find them all.
Find 5 Jinjos in every stage.
Yep.
Croc had something similar too. It's like, can you find the 5 like little characters? And then
Yeah.
it's like, but you don't really need to. Spotify was dropping frames. Oh, okay. Well, that's how I knew.
And these are golden cogs. You can get these to unlock new types of boomerangs, because you don't just get normal boomerangs in this game, you get different kinds.
Yeah, get your fire boomerang, your ice
Of course.
boomerang,
Yep, those are both here.
your banana boomerang.
Who found 300
That's more of a Donkey Kong thing, I think.
Ah, damn it.
Anyway,
There's one boomerang that just lets you like throw out way more than 2 at once.
Shotgun boomerang. It's-
Yeah. There's one that like goes farther. They got all kinds. Can I like? No, I can't look at any yet, because there's like the boomerang wheel that you get, but I don't have any yet, so I can't show them. There's one thing. Oh yeah, one thing that was new in this version that I only just noticed like when I was playing earlier, was there's actually different kind of skins you can wear. This wasn't in the original, so they have like this outfit, which is I guess what Ty was originally gonna wear, with a different outfit. He's wearing shoes too. He's not wearing shoes.
Nah, you don't need shoes.
Yeah, this one that changes his whole color.
Ooh.
This one, Sly. Oh, well, here's kind of a spoiler for the game. Here's Sly. He's the Shadow the Hedgehog of this game.
Cool.
Evil rival who has skulls on his pants.
So evil.
We have a wetsuit. Oh, for swimming, I guess. Doomer I don't even know what that is. Is that a reference to something?
Probably a comic he reads, or like an OC he made,
Yeah.
totally original. Do not steal.
Tasmanian dingo. Okay, this looks like an outfit another character wears. That's probably referencing them. And ghost tiger. So he's just dead.
Dead tie. Dead.
I love his
tie.
original design though. Oh. What are these guys? Oh, the kangaroos. Kangaroos are an extremely violent animal. A lot of things in Australia are. Seems to be a trend. Chomp, chomp. A lot of opals. I forget what... it's been so long since I've played, but there's something special that happens if you get 100 opals. Chomp, 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 chomp. Got another egg. We need to... yeah, Sly isn't actually a really funny character. Just because he feels like... I mean, I made a joke in comparing him to Shadow, but he feels like a parody of Shadow. Like, he's just Sly, but with like a darker color scheme. He works for Boss Cass. He's just like so like cartoonishly evil.
You gotta have a cartoonishly evil villain. That's the thing. Games don't really have super like evil cartoonish villains anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why King K. Rool is so classic.
I miss King K. Rool so much. I would love a new Donkey Kong game, but I'd love it even more if he came back. Because Donkey Kong Country 2 is the first game I can ever remember playing. I don't know if it is my first game, but it's the first thing I remember.
Okay. Yo, DK2 rocks. It's my favorite of the Country Trio.
Yes, I love it. And then I played it years later, and I'm like, how did I beat this as a kid?
Yeah, no, I have
game's
no idea
hard.
either. I remember getting like all the DK coins and everything. Yet when I was a kid, I never
Yeah.
knew about the Lost World, so I never got the true ending. So
Yeah,
I'm like, how do I get all the DK coins
love-
and not actually get the true ending?
This
right. I love the like more recent Donkey Kong games too. I mean, Tropical Freeze is amazing.
You know this golden cog just might be perfect for my latest invention. The cogulacious boomerangulus.
So yeah, he's explaining the cogs and how if we give him enough, he'll invent new boomerangs for us to
It's a
use.
machine that creates experimental techno rangs. I need golden cogs to build a new one. 15 to be exact.
It was like Modern Shadow then.
Bring them to my lab
Yeah.
in Rainbow Cliffs.
Modern Shadow is kind of a parody of Shadow.
You're on, mate.
I'm really interested in what he'll be like in the next Sonic movie because I like the first two.
Yeah, I like them too. Like my only gripe is the music. I'm one of those people where you don't need to put like regular modern music
Yeah.
songs that people know. You could have something related to
Mhm.
the game or something that kind of fits the theme just a bit better, and it'll still work. Give me those
Mario did
mixes.
that for the most part. I mean, they still had some like pop culture songs thrown in there, but they did like great job like recomposing the classic Mario songs, and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. But there were also ones they didn't use, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that would have been great.
Did you hear the cut song for the Donkey Kong area of
Yeah, I
of the
did.
movie? I love that song
That
so
song
much.
Is,
It's
that
like
song is fire.
it's amazing, and they just I don't hate Take on Me or nothing, but I would have rather the Donkey Kong song.
It wouldn't be so bad if they don't just kind of force it in, just so that
Yeah.
the parents watching or the person will be like, I know that song.
Yeah. Can I go under here yet? Oh, right. Ty can't swim no good.
Oh no, he needs floaties.
There's a level later on where he gets swim lessons, but until then, he can just kind of tiger paddle. Crab. Oh, Mr. Crab. Look at his little, like, angry eyes.
Grr.
Chomp.
It'll
And
keep
bit through the-
driving me bananas until we are done being mad about it. So never.
Oh, I love this song. Even the name, Driving Me Bananas, like, it's perfect. They knew what they were doing. Actually, I don't know if this is happening or not, but, well, I mean, after the success of the Mario movie, I'm sure Nintendo's very interested in more movies. But I heard a rumor that Donkey Kong might be getting a spin-off movie?
Yep.
Like, just him?
Well, I've heard the same rumor. I don't know how true it is, but
Yeah.
I've heard the same.
I don't know if they're keeping Seth Rogen on.
I imagine they probably will.
Eh, that's okay. I didn't actually totally hate what he was doing in the movie.
Yeah, I
liked
mean,
it.
yeah, he was doing good acting, good Seth Rogen. Just not the Donkey Kong I have in my head kind of thing.
Right. I did like his personality in the movie. I liked like him being a big showboat. I liked him really just hating Mario.
Yeah, it's like, you stand out so much more than me. I just want Cranky to say
I
like,
hate
good
you.
job, and not like you nincompoop.
I just want my dad to like me is all. Oh, second boomerang. It's stuck in the zone. I wonder how different King Arthur's adventures would be if he got a boomerang and a stone instead of a sword.
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Easily found the second boomerang.
Have you ever thrown a boomerang in real life?
Around and feel all pleased
Have
with
I?
yourself. You're gonna
Okay, not a real boomerang. Like I've thrown those plastic boomerangs and they never come back.
Right.
under egg. I was
Right, no, of course not. I was gonna say, I've used, like, toy ones too, and they never work. So I've always wanted to try, like, a real, like, proper made boomerang. Just for, like, the novelty, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you like watch one in real life, or when I say real life, like a YouTube video, of course, where the guy just throws it, it goes super far, and then he like catches it, and it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap, that looks dangerous if
this.
you would have missed.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is they're a weapon. If you don't catch it right, you're just getting hit with the big
With a
fly-
fast wooden spinning thing.
flying
He's throwing a paper boomerang? Oh, okay. Did it come back? Or was it like a paper football and it's just like launching?
I guess the material would matter a lot in something like that. Just because, I mean, like, the aerodynamics. I think there's another area up here we can go to. Ah. Yeah, we can go back the other way. So yeah, once you get two boomerangs, you're actually getting the ability to glide by just kind of holding them out like wings. I don't know. I don't know I don't know if the physics of that really check out. Again, I've never used a real boomerang. I know nothing of their full potential. Clearly. I love the music in this game too. Yeah, the later games actually got really like they really changed stuff up a lot. They added like vehicle sections and like more serious tones. Not like too serious, but more than what's going on here. I mean, you can see this is very like laid back, kid friendly. I mean, it always stays kid friendly. There's something special here. There it is.
Would you love like when your like brain just like remembers like a little secret like that? Like wait for it, wait for it. I remember.
Yes, this part you can use this to summon some sort of. I don't actually know what this thing is.
It's a stand.
It's just some kind of like. It really is a stand. Now that you say it out loud.
What's a good Australian song that could be a stand name? Let me take a look. Famous.
Land Down Under.
Bit too on the nose, or
It is a bit too on the nose. Is there a song about boomerangs? Is that too specific a genre?
Bad effort, Ty.
Boomerang music.
With a little more practice, you'll get there. Cool.
Cool.
Dang, I think you're right. I think Down Under is probably. I guess you could go. You could call it Men at Work. Call it the band.
I thought about actually getting art of me getting like my own, like making a stand for my VTuber.
Yeah, every VTuber should have a stand.
You
Without
have
a
stand?
doubt. I have one
Ooh.
thought up. I haven't drawn it out yet, but totally.
Ah. There's a thing. There's a thing to get. Do you have like an idea for like the name or the reference or the
Yeah.
power?
Call it Blessed Union of Soul.
Ooh.
And it basically allows me to like imprint someone's like mindset and then empath it into another person.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, it's like, can you fight
I like
someone
about stands
feeling
is you
like
can-
they feel? It's totally
Yeah.
useless in real battle, but it's so situational.
Well, I like stands that have use outside of battles. That's like I always hear people say like, "Oh, if I could have a stand, I'd want Killer Queen." I'm like, why? What are you gonna do with that? You're not fighting people in real life.
Wow, it looks
I think maybe they just want people to wait. No, it makes other stuff explode. I guess maybe you could make that a line
Yeah.
of work.
If I could have any stand like already exists like in the series, I would love Crazy Diamond. Just so I can fix stuff that breaks.
Crazy Diamond is my favorite because of that effect. It's like, yeah, no, you'll fix anything. It'll just come back together. Wait, come back together. So
Yeah.
if I have like my key ring and I lose my keys, it'll come back together. I'm like, yes, I can use it to
Right.
find my keys, brain.
But even someone like, oh no, I got a flat tire, I can fix that up right quick. Just, I feel like stuff breaks a lot in my life, so it'd be just good to keep on hand.
Non-stop, can't stop.
Diamond Yeah.
Yeah, no, some stands always just feel like such a like the fact that this exists means that there is a god and he hates you. like Notorious B.I.G. What's your stand?
some stand powers,
well, when I
some
die,
stand stand
it's
powers
this
are
group thing.
so specific. Like, I just wonder, like, how'd you even know that's what you do? How did,
Yeah, that's a
how
good
did
point
you,
too. how did you figure this out?
Oh, so yeah, you get another Thunder Egg for getting every opal in a level. I missed one.
Oh, inside that
And
would
it got-
drive me crazy.
Yeah. Maybe it was near the end here, I'm hoping.
Hopefully.
Thankfully, they're really big and shiny, and so, you know, if you're looking for them, you'll find them. We got a good amount of Thunder Eggs, though. I
You
think
mean
we're
like
just
Golden
gonna...
Requiem? Dreamer, even the creator Araki doesn't even really know what Golden Requiem does.
Golden Requiem, like, just revealed itself, and before you could really understand it, the part ended.
But even like even Gold Experience, like back when he first got it had a different effect than it did like halfway during the show.
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna punch you, and then time's gonna slow down for you. And then I'm gonna punch, and then this frog, I'm gonna give it life, and it's gonna reflect physical damage.
I think the one power that always bugged me with Giorno was if you take damage, I can just repair your damaged body parts. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that feels a bit too specific.
I turned this rock into an eyeball, and now I have a new eye.
I can just seamlessly fuse it onto your body. Like, okay.
I'm gonna trap
I
you
just
in
liked it
endless
better.
death. I mean, it was one of those things where the villain had a power that was almost like really hard. You have to like write a power out of it that just like counters it.
Right. The thing I always liked about Diavolo's power was it's actually not good on its own unless you have Doppio stand that lets you see the future.
Yeah.
Because if you can just, time skip, then what good is that if you don't know what you're skipping to?
Right. And it's like, yep, doesn't happen. Who knew
very
that having different
convenient of
personalities
Diavo's.
could give you different powers? Maiden Heaven's weird too. Maiden Heaven is very weird. Let's accelerate all of existence till it big bangs back to the point where we were before. And then you're like,
All right, so we got.
do I like this one? Nope. All right, re-roll.
Yeah, all right. So we got 2 levels you can go to. We can go for a walk in the park. We can go to shipwrecks.
Shipwrecks.
That's a pun. Yes, it's like me.
Yeah.
That is Rex. He's a platypus. Another one of my favorite animals.
Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef.
I forget, are platypus poisonous?
Yes, they have a little spike on the back of their ankles.
Crazy.
It's only used, as far as I know, for like fighting other males in mating season. Because they
makes
don't really
sense.
like. They're not very aggressive animals, if you can tell by the, everything about their design.
Makes sense.
So this is the level where we actually teach Ty how to swim.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they give you like the ability to swim pretty early on, but until then you just kind of. So sad. Use your legs, dude. I never really got taught how to swim officially. I just figured it out.
I won't lie, I don't really know how to swim very well or smoothly. When I was young, I almost drowned, and it's my body just never really adapted very well. Then I can't even float like on your back, like people just like relax and float. I just always sink. It's just always whoop.
Yeah.
Don't know, maybe I just have like weird equilibrium.
She's an excellent swimmer, but she hasn't come home yet. I'm starting to get a bit worried.
Struth.
I'm on lifeguard duty, so could you have a look for me?
Well, I wouldn't
No
really
running. I'm not running.
swim.
Tell you what, I'll teach you. Follow me. When you're in water, press the bite button to dive.
Bite the
Then
water.
tap the jump button
Bite
to
the water.
start swimming.
Do it.
Show it who's boss.
Hey, wish me luck.
By the way, those boomerangs of yours won't work underwater,
What?
but I got a prezi for you that'll fix
Well, I
it.
mean, how are you gonna throw boomerangs?
These are aquarangs. I found them in an old shipwreck years ago. They cut through water like a hot knife through butter. If you can dive under the water and
Shit,
grab 'em,
can I use those out of water?
they're all
No.
yours.
Nope. I guess it's implied the way they're built is so they're working for water.
Yeah.
So now you can swim properly.
Oh, okay. Well, you get it pretty fast. That's good at least.
Good one.
Yeah.
The aquarangs work like regular boomerangs, but you can.
That was actually a pretty fast lesson. I thought we were going to need like a montage for a second.
Another thing.
He didn't even teach me. He just said go grab these underwater, and then he grabbed them.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
That's right, he did.
Use the aquarang to hit this switch. It'll open the shark door so you can be on your way.
Shark door.
Sweet.
Shark door. Shark
Shark's
door.
another favorite animal. When I had a lot of different designs for what I was gonna be as a VTuber, and a shark VTuber was actually very high up there.
Okay.
I
Was,
love sharks.
did you not because of Gara? Because I hear a lot of people that want to be sharks or fish themed are always like, I don't want people to think I'm copying her.
I could see that concern, but I don't think I actually knew who that even was when I first. I actually was kind of but when I thought about becoming a VTuber, it was still kind of. It was a while ago, back when I feel there weren't as many bigger ones yet.
Gotcha.
And so I feel because I was so new, I didn't even know who the big people were at the time.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
go.
I
I'm
guess
gonna
that
go
is
ahead
kind
and
of-
admit it. I still don't know who the big people are half the time.
So yeah, you can actually the swimming controls in this game are actually very nice. You just kind of automatically go
Wow, no,
forward.
you're right. That does look like really smooth.
Yes.
Hey, Mario 64, learn a lesson.
You've learned how
Oh
to
god,
swim,
this came out a bit after Mario 64. It had time to learn.
You'll be a champion swimmer just like me.
You beauty.
This is my good mate. She'll show you the way to danger, Spike. Good luck.
It does kind of look like Zora swimming in Majora's Mask. Something I wish Zelda would bring back because it was pretty fun.
It was really fun.
Let's go find out.
I saw so many people think Tears of the Kingdom was going to add like underwater sections, and it was a little sad to see that was not the case. Because underwater stuff can be super cool. I love the ocean.
I would like to see the ocean like used maybe like a bit more than in like Wind Waker, because you can never really go under the ocean in Wind Waker.
Right.
But you could like
I mean, you can
explore a
sail
whole
on
bunch,
top
and it
of
was great.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mario Sunshine. It's like there's the ocean all around, but we really want you to
Right.
stay out of the water mostly.
Both that and Wind Waker like have so much focus on the water and so little actual stuff in the water. That's weird. Ooh, that's a big man. So this level is very like open-ended, and I always kind of struggle to remember like where stuff is.
Yeah. Gonna say I'm gonna go out that way, and then you just see like the whales and the sharks, and you go, okay, maybe not that way.
Oh, dearie me. My sweet little angels have wandered off exploring. Now I can't find them anywhere. Please, can you help me?
It was implied I said yes, but I can't
yeah.
speak underwater, so I'm just gonna assume that's what happened there.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense when you say it like that.
Yay! So we gotta find their kids. I feel like that's one of the things, like the big like things they always show in cartoon. You know, like animals have kind of like stereotypes in cartoons,
Yes.
like things they always get shown. I feel like a big thing for them is for seahorses is showing off that the males can hold the babies and how uncommon that is for animals. Is that a barracuda?
Now,
Oh, it
why are
is.
you trying to make this political? I couldn't help myself. Oh, the present day hurts me.
Seahorses are an inherently political animal, I've always felt.
Right?
Yeah. Where are the babies? But yeah, I do like games that let you kind of navigate underwater. I'm a bit. You ever played Subnautica?
I have not. I always see it on everyone's like subathon tier list. It's like if
Yeah.
we get so many subs or bits, I'm gonna play Subnautica. I'm like, is this? Oh, you got eaten.
Yes. I lost the kids in the fish eating.
That's not good.
Yeah. I feel like a big reason people put that as like a sub goal is that a lot of people have fear of the deep ocean.
Where are the others?
Oh, okay.
And I mean, if you are afraid of the ocean, then Subnautica is a game to challenge you and your mettle.
Gotcha. I kind of got over it whenever I played Soma. So.
Yeah, that'll do it. I just always found the ocean too interesting to even be like afraid of it, which may not be like the smartest thing, because when I played Subnautica, there would be moments where a large creature is around that I'm clearly supposed to avoid, but I just kind of go like, "Ooh, that's cool. I should get closer to it." And everyone in my chat yells at me to go away, get away from it, Ricky.
They're like, no. And
Ricky.
you're like,
It
yeah.
looks so cool. Look how big its teeth are. But yeah, that's a very. I mean, you don't really like swim to like. I mean, fluidly in that game. You're kind of incentivized to use like a submarine type device.
Ooh,
But it's just a very nice portrayal of like underwater stuff.
I remember when the Endless Ocean games came out for the Wii. Like those, like would sell out
Right.
so fast.
Thank you so
It was
much.
always
Yeah.
crazy. Just how many people were like, oh, yeah, I'd like to buy 2 copies. One
can I
for
help?
me and one for like
Hey, I
the
know.
person's like mom or dad or
Yeah,
something,
this
because they were like big
sparkly
fans of the
rock I
first
found in
one.
the sand.
All right.
Yeah, I never played those games, but I like always heard about them and people talk about them.
I feel like they would probably be more for like a casual audience, but they sold well enough. Like people seem to have fun with them.
Yeah. Oh. Wonder. Oh. I've always wanted to go see the Great Barrier Reef, just because it just sounds so cool.
You need to go sooner than later if that's the case.
Yep, I'm very painfully aware. Oh. 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 How many of these do I have? I should check. Because if you get enough, then you get a new boomerang.
Okay.
I think the first one you unlock is the Zoomerang, which gets thrown way farther. Oh my, I just remembered. It's so yeah, that's the first boomerang you unlock, and the reason it can go farther than every other boomerang is it has a scope on it. As a kid, even as a kid, I was like, that's not how that works though. That shouldn't matter. It's funny.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, you were getting though. Like, yeah, this area is like a lot more open than I was expecting.
Yeah, some of the locations in this game are pretty big. It's a very like decently sized game for its time. Oh, mines.
Yeah, this was the era post 64 and PlayStation 1 where platformers weren't limited to like, all right, here's an area where every room has to like have a loading has to have a loading screen.
Yeah. Ooh, eels.
These eels look pretty nasty.
Like in every good Mario.
Yeah.
Why do so many Mario games have giant creepy eels? Why is that a recurring trend for that series? Oh, sharks.
It's-
Manies. Press the action button to swim into the cage.
Ooh.
Press the action button again to swim out.
You ever seen those people who like go in cages and like in shark infested waters and just like watch them from the cage?
Yeah. I watched it once because I didn't understand it, and then I watched the documentary, and then I still didn't understand it.
It's an interesting experience, and I would know because I actually did it once.
Okay. I mean, did y'all get pretty close to the sharks? Were they
Oh, extremely
assume-
close.
any aggressive ones, or just kind of they're just chilling, doing their thing?
They're and the ones I saw are very chill. Sharks get a bad rep. They're not always going around just looking to murder humans. They're usually going around
Shame.
looking to murder fish.
I mean, no, yeah, don't murder the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just hungry. You know, I get it. I
Yeah.
get cranky when I get hungry.
Well, they're carnivores. What do you expect from them? I know how those guys can be.
They also don't have arms either.
No. So, go. Open the gate. So that, like, every area has their own little sub-story, and the one for this one is that Rex's girlfriend swam off into dangerous waters, and he can't leave because he's stuck on lifeguard duty. So we have to help him and find her.
Way to be a good bro.
Yeah. It's a little weird that she chose to swim all the way out here, like, willingly. Alone. Where sharks are. Also,
she-
this game does something...
I
What
was
was
gonna
it?
say,
Were
is
you
she
gonna say?
dating a shark?
That'd be really unfortunate. Well, she's a platypus, too. So I don't know how that would work for anyone. But I just realized this game does the thing that some games do, or like just like cartoons even, where there will be animal people, but then there will also just be animals who aren't really people.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh, don't
Like
think about
these
it too hard.
Who are just crabs.
It's like that episode of DuckTales where they're at the park feeding the ducks.
Yeah. Or that episode of Amazing World of Gumball where they go to a store and see a cat at a pet store.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Mom, don't look at it, dear.
Or like Pluto in Goofy. How does that work? I don't know.
Does that work?
I don't like to think about it. Well, actually, I think Goofy isn't a dog. I think that's a common misconception. I believe, if I remember correctly, he is a goof. Like, actually,
Oh,
that's
okay.
a species.
Huh. That's a good question. I'm gonna look it up real fast, just out of like, see what is Goofy. Okay.
I mean, they look like they kind of look like vaguely animal. Like they could look like a dog, but they could also look like something else. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's always interesting when something with anthropomorphic animals has non-anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah. So, so there is a group of people that will say that he's a dog. There's a group of people that will say he's a cow, but a farmer that
cow?
looks at them says that Canis goofus is a Latin term to describe him, which means that he's not simply a dog or a cow, but he's just a goofy.
A Canis goofus. So he's a canine still.
Yeah, off breed, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Dal, how are you?
Yeah, good. And what about you?
Let me guess. Rex was worried about me again?
Well, yeah, because you're surrounded by sharks.
That's right.
Isn't he a sweetheart? Well, I better get home so he stops fretting.
Righto then.
By the way, I found this on the way. Want it?
Shiny. I always like when games have just little shiny things to collect. I feel like playing so many like games like this as a kid is what like inspired me to like become a completionist with games, because I just got to get every little collectible I can.
It does have a good charm to it, especially if there is a extra ending or a little cutscene at the end. You feel like that extra sense of accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of more stuff we can do here. But I want to go check out the other area. The walk in the park, because I really like that level. Oh yeah, also how many more do we need to progress? 9. We need 9 more. Okay, that's a lot. Well, each level has 10, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like a nice little rainforest setting. I love jungles like this.
Rainforest there.
One thing I
Kinda
love is
my-
like I enjoy the voice acting in this, which always makes me like curious why Ukulele decided to go with that like gibberish talk again.
Well, it was referencing Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, but there was like a reason back in Banjo-Kazooie days.
Right. Well, that's kind of how it works sometimes, is, you know, someone will have like a limitation for a reason, and then when you're paying homage to it, someone else is going to copy that, even though Ukulele could have had voice acting like this game. I never actually got around to playing Ukulele.
I found it very disappointing, but you
Did ya?
know.
Oh.
I think just a lot of the ideas that like Banjo-Kazooie did well, like Ukulele didn't take into consideration. It's just a lot of empty space.
Yeah, you can't really have empty space in a game like that. I mean, one thing I liked about Banjo-Kazooie so much is how I never felt like there was any empty space. Every area had like a purpose or something to do or collect.
You reckon you can give her a hand?
Oh yeah, Silent Hill's a fantastic example. Yeah, the fog was a limitation so that you couldn't see
Yeah.
like the JPEG backgrounds.
And then didn't the fog like become synonymous with like the franchise itself?
Yeah. And then they tried to upscale it and put it into modern games, and then they realized,
No,
this doesn't work.
doesn't work.
We have to make an entirely new fog filter. Oh, we can't. We just don't know how for some reason.
Oh, jeez. This was so much easier when we did it as a mistake. It's always interesting to see like when someone has like a technical limitation that they then, you know, like, okay, how can we dance around this? And then boom. Something
It'll
comes
usually
up.
bring out a brilliant innovation, I have to say.
Yes. Oh, I love these enemies. They're just these giant beetles.
Kamen Riders!
Chomp.
Kabuto.
Kamen Rider beetle.
Henshin. Stag.
I really, you know, I haven't really watched any Kamen Rider or any of really those kind of like Sentai shows. But I really do like appreciate them realizing, hey, you know what is really like cool designs? Beetles. like just in nature. We
Japan
should do
has a
something with
much bigger like appreciation and fascination of beetles than we do here in the States.
Right.
It was just
Wasn't like
because
a-
like they're not so anti-nature as we are most of the time.
Right. Up. Eat. Ooh, a corpse flower. Those things are crazy. You ever heard of these?
Corpse flower.
Yeah.
Go
these
on.
giant. I forget the official name for them. They're called that because they smell like a corpse.
Ah, why?
Yeah, that's the reason.
That was not on my
They're-
bingo card.
Oh, if you're into Pokemon at all, it might look like the head of Vileplume, which is why Vileplume
Oh.
smells so badly.
Okay, that
In this
explains a
game-
lot.
You can jump into them and they spit you out. They can't do that in real life, I believe.
I was gonna say there's probably a thing where it'll like trap like maybe like bugs in it or something. The
Yeah.
Nourishment.
I actually don't know what the reason. I think it's one of those things where like they just release an unbearable smell to deter people eating it. Or
Oh,
not
that would
people,
do it too.
animals.
I mean,
Yeah.
people will still eat. People will try and eat anything. Look at
Maybe.
those one chip
If it's-
challenges.
If it's tasty, plenty of bad smelling foods taste good. Look at kimchi
That's true.
Listen, Tom.
or many kinds of cheese.
Slide.
Cabbage in general.
You need to.
Cabbage, that's a good one.
You can speed up and duck under the logs.
Water slide.
Right button
Water slide.
Water slide.
by pulling.
Don't want to miss any of these. There's a part later where you can like intentionally fall out of this for a secret area. Or is that it there? No, that's something different. Oh. Nice. Ooh, leeches. Ah. I bit it first. Leeches are such a weird animal. You ever like see those in like a video or something?
Yes. Don't like the mouths. Don't like them.
No, they're very weird. Hello. This is Ranger Ken.
G'day, Cobber. I need a favour, mate. There's a flock of cave bats in there.
Cave bats.
I'm not sure what animal he's supposed to be.
And we need to move them out.
It's a Tasmanian devil, isn't it?
Oh yeah, maybe he. Yeah, that looks right. So yeah, this cave's full of bats, and it's gonna flood soon because of all the rain. So we gotta get them out of here so they don't die.
I guess we'll protect the scary bats.
Bats don't do nothing wrong. They're just bats. They look scary, but that just inspires people to make cool superheroes based off of them.
That is true. I do prefer Batman compared to Owlman.
Most people do.
So where are they? Oh, there they are.
Yeah, they're just chilled on the ceiling. We have to throw boomerangs at them to incentivize them to leave. Might be not like the best way to go about it, but it gets the job done.
They're like possums. No, possums here are bad. Possums where I live, they are not good.
Really, I've never really seen a possum in real life because they're not really where I live.
Yeah, there are way too many of them here. But they attack house pets.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I never knew they were
like
aggressive.
if you're out walking dogs or like letting your cat out, yeah, the possums will attack them. They can be cute for far. Well, I mean, you could possums could be cute for pictures. Like they know how to definitely kind of like get attention and try and make people not want to touch them or like hit them. But it's part of the trap.
Right. Yeah, I never knew they could get that aggressive. I mean, like the stereotype with them is just that they're super cowardly and will play dead at the sign
Yeah.
of danger. Oh,
It's a sliding scale of animals you'd want to encounter. That's fair.
yeah, that's true. Like where I live, a big animal in terms of like dangerous is coyotes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sometimes at night I can like hear them out in like the woods. just like howling.
Yeah.
A big animal I see a lot where I live are turkeys. They're not dangerous though. They're just turkeys.
I call the big one Bitey. Yeah, I don't think we got coyotes. I think we did have like a type of cat, a bigger cat at one point
Ooh.
or another. Maybe like a
You talking
puma or
mountain
something.
lion?
No, more like a puma, I think.
Isn't a puma a mountain lion?
Maybe.
It's just the same animal, different name.
I mean, mostly the more dangerous thing we have here are gators. So
Oh, well, yeah, that kind of takes the cake.
yeah, we've got
I don't even
gators
know
and deer.
I don't know what I would call the most dangerous animal in Australia. I feel like there's like a lot more
Emu.
stiff competition.
Oh
Emu?
wait, no, kangaroo. Wait, wallaby. No,
Kangaroo. See, you're already like deciding between three different things.
I am.
I feel like I mean, crocodiles for sure. Cassowaries, I think, should be up there. Those things are crazy.
Y'all have hippos
Crazy
up there?
aggressive, too.
All right, no, you're not up there. Do they have hippos up there?
In Australia?
Yeah.
I'm not certain. I don't think so, but I don't know for certain.
But yeah, no, like, you know, we often talk about on the stream the great emu wars that happened and Australia lost. So
That's
Nami,
a real thing
hello!
that happened.
Thank you for the
Hello.
raid. Hello, raiders.
Hello, Raiders. How are you guys doing?
We are talking about Australia and the emu wars. I hope y'all are having a good day. And welcome to.
I still like.
Oh, good.
What was that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, welcome to the Yo You Like charity stream, where we're taking donations for the American Heart Association. There are a link here to win. Donations can get you in drawings to win awesome prizes, such as a $20 gift card, or some other cool stuff, such as plushies, a gunpla, or the top prize, the grand prize, Shure SM7B microphone, and that just requires a $10 donation to get into the drawing. So feel free to click the link and donate to go to a good cause. There you go, you're good.
What I was gonna say was I've always like heard about the Great Emu War, but I don't know anything about it. And someday, like, I've always wanted to just like read up on the full story because I just got to know the full story.
I'm also very curious about, like, I from what I've heard, the impetus is that they were just like overpopulating and eating crops. So they basically just like, you know, went to like, you know, like exterminate like a majority of the populace. But from what I heard, like, from compared to the injuries and the amount of ammo used, like the cost of it didn't equate to the amount of emus they took out.
Oh wow. Speaking of turkeys, this guy stole my thunder egg.
My favorite sentence summary is, emus are surprisingly resistant to bullets. And part of it is that they don't realize that they've been shot.
They're too unintelligent to realize when they've been mortally wounded.
Dr. Wilson, version 1, hello, thank you so much for the raid.
Back here.
Welcome, 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 raiders.
Jump.
I am Zarataro. I have my guest here, Ricky Rex, with us today. You're joining us for the
Hello.
charity stream. Yo, You Like Charity, where we are taking donations for the American Heart Association. American Heart Association is the leading group in regards to heart treatment, heart medical advancements, heart surgery. So feel free to drop a few dollary dues into the link in the chat there. We also have awesome prizes being given away for raffles. You can win plushies, a $20 gift card, or the top grand prize is a Shure SM7B microphone. Just needs $10 for a donation to enter the raffle. Any help is much appreciated.
This thing is so fast. I don't remember the strategy to catch it.
Gemini here. Oh, look, more change for the cause. Thank you so much.
There we go. Give me that egg.
Like it's like catching the egg thieves in Spyro. Na na
Yes.
na 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 na.
Spyro's another old collectathon platformer that I never actually played myself, but I had like tons of friends who were into it.
Yeah. With the HD collection out, it's easier to play than ever, definitely. But there's no rush.
That
It is a good polished remake, though.
That's great. I mean, it's always good when they can get like a more accessible modern port for people to try. On my stream last night, I was actually talking about ports and how sometimes people can kind of like be a little paranoid with them because what if they ruin some stuff from the original? But sometimes just the trade-off of having like a modern, accessible way to try the game is just good enough.
Yes. I also think a lot of people do sometimes over worry about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be very controversial when I say this, but
Uh-oh.
I didn't really care that much that they changed the music in Sonic 3 for the Origins package. Mostly
Oh, did they? I
because
didn't even know.
when I was young, I wasn't allowed to really play the Sega with the volume turned up.
Oh.
You
So
know,
you
the parents or
did you?
grandparents were on the phone, or they were talking, or they just got back from work. They didn't want to hear. So I just didn't make a difference for me.
That's good. Good that it didn't concern you too much.
G'day, Shazza.
Oh,
Ow.
shiz.
That's an interesting reason.
Hi, I'm glad to see you. Would you mind
Plaza
keeping
missions are
those
almost
details
rewriting the
on
original's
black
legacy in a
while
way.
watering
True,
down?
but the legacy
Alright.
is still there.
Thanks,
I mean,
awesome.
it's not like...
Right.
Well, I say it's not like removing the other one like from existence, but there are some cases where it does remove the old one
Hit the
from
bars if you
existence.
rang so they knock the blue tongues
Right.
out
I
of
mean,
your
that's the
Diablo,
thing.
Warcraft, or no,
Yeah.
Warcraft 3.
The thing is, with games like most examples, not bad examples like that, there is always the excuse of like, hey, if this remake is bad, well, the original's right there. Don't worry.
Yeah. Dr. Wilson, thank you for the $20. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bonk. So our friend is trying to refill her water bottle. We gotta knock these boulders onto their heads to get rid of them.
Nice.
Bonk. Bonk. It's making a lot of like metal clangy noise.
Trying to think if there are plenty of like computer games like Abandonware that have just kind of been like forgotten in the ages. I think if there's a game where a remake kind of like made the other one like almost impossible to get. I mean, like Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 are big ones that come to mind.
Yeah.
By the way, I found this at the creek. You want it?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z's English dub,
Well, I better get
where people commonly accept the characters never shut up. The music's really weird.
Well, yeah, because that's not really an issue in the original Japanese sub, is it? Or dub.
I say Japanese subs, you know.
Yeah, I did too, but
because in my head it's like
so-
Japanese hype or slash subs,
Right.
you know.
even though technically it should be dub because it's the dub with the Japanese language.
Oh, wait, do you mean like the
Well, I think
ocean dub, Gemini? Because yeah, the ocean dub is like significantly like super hard to find. Like before the Funimation like took over and stuff. Oh, you mean even the original Funimation dub run?
Hmm.
Did they get rid of it? Oh, with Falcon's score and everything. Oh, wait, wasn't the fact that he stole the music the reason why they couldn't use that anymore?
What happened with that? He stole the music?
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that.
Oh.
Let me see.
Well, I can see what that caused issues for like re-releasing the stuff.
Dragon Ball Z composer music deal.
And I mean, I
Okay,
love
so yeah, so
Falconer's original
Kenji
score.
Yamamoto-san. Oh no, so it wasn't the original. It was Kai. The Kai music was stealing. Had stolen music.
Oh. Well, that's not very good. So now that we have enough golden cogs, we can get that new boomerang.
They just put them in the wrong spots. Oh, okay. Although I hear the Dragon Ball Z like releases for like DVDs and they all have like so many issues like separate like in and among themselves. Like some of them have like a color aspect ratio that's off. Some of them have like a sound issue. Some of them force widescreen. Some of them don't have a good 3:9. Yeah, every one of them has something that's wrong. People say like the Dragon Box is the best version of Dragon Ball Z that you can get, and they even said, but it's still not perfect.
Well, every version has its own little issues, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it would be nice if that wasn't the case, though. Yeah, force widescreen, blown out colors, yeah.
So yeah, we got that boomerang upgrade I was talking about, and you can see
nice.
those little scopes on them. That makes them go farther, I think. But yeah, you can see this one like goes out that far.
Damn.
And the other one, way farther. I never knew you could snipe with a boomerang.
But now I know.
It'd be very hard to look through that scope while you're trying to throw it on your hand.
Dragon Ball Super are super expensive now. No, I believe it.
I mean, anime DVDs or collections are always super pricey.
It also depends on the studio, which is so weird because so like Sentai Filmworks, like their box sets are usually like double the price of like most people's, but then they run them on sale like 3 months later for actual like normal prices, and it's like, well, damn it, why is the normal price so expensive then? Just have it be the sale price forever. You'll sell a lot more.
Yeah.
I need a favor, mate.
And one of my favorite new publishers, Discotech. Like, some of theirs are usually pretty expensive. I usually have to wait for a sale. But they're the ones that are, like, releasing, like, Ultimate Muscle, Beyblade, Metabots, Fatal Fury, Iria. Like, they're releasing a whole bunch of, like, really, really good stuff lately, so. They're the ones that, reproduced Fist of the North Star and City Hunter on Blu-ray and DVD. Oh, yeah. Surely a rewrite in the original of, like, public consciousness. I mean, the sad part of it is, Gemini, is that for a lot of people, that's just going to be good enough.
Oh, yeah, some people don't even, like, mind stuff like that. They just put up with it.
I wish there could be a way that just, like, everyone could win, but usually the lowest common denominator is bigger or more casually sought as, like, the audience.
So having a little race with Rex here. He's a way faster swimmer, but he's not good at walking. On account of him being a platypus.
That makes sense. Most of the platypuses I know in real life aren't very fast.
Yeah, do you know many?
Well, I used to, back in high school, but we don't really keep up.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Actually, when I was little, I did a school project on platypuses because we had a project to like make an invention for an animal. So for platypus, I decided to give them water goggles because when platypus swim, they don't open their eyes. They can't underwater.
Right.
They detect. It's actually really cool. They see with like an electromagnetic pulse from their beak. Like they can detect things in the water with their beak.
They are such weird creatures. They're mammals, but they lay eggs.
You'd never expect they could do something like that just looking at them. But yeah, they detect like stuff in the water with their beak. And so I made that invention to give them little goggles. I called them platycles because they were like platypus spectacles.
I like it.
Yeah.
You could probably win on Shark Tank with that.
I never got the chance to pitch it.
Damn.
I mean, the reason I like invented it was because, or I didn't invent. It was a school project where we just had to hypothetically come up with something.
You invented it. It's your copyright.
Yeah. Well, it was my idea legally, copyright pending. But the thing was just that because they can detect other like life forms in the water, they can't detect litter, so they just kind of swim right into it, and that is problematic for them.
I can believe it.
So we need a few more Thunder Eggs to get to the actual boss. So I came back. That's why I came back here.
Gotcha.
So there's a few. You can find 300 opals, find 5 bilbies, quicksand, shipwreck, this thing. Yeah, this level is a lot bigger to explore, like I said. So I tend to get lost here more.
Oh yeah.
Dang water levels. There's always an issue.
Better than a sewer level, I guess.
Why is sewer levels in games? Why is that?
Beyond
Why
Good
did they
Evil
think
has
I
a
wanted-
lot of sewer levels.
I never played that game. But isn't it getting a new installment soon?
Is it? Is it indeed?
It was.
It got announced, but I have no faith that
Crap.
it's ever gonna come
Oh,
out.
they did the thing where they announced the trailer and then several years pass.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here wondering, where's Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, no, that's it exactly.
Where
no,
is
yeah,
it, Nintendo?
Beyond Good and Evil 2 was like announced at like a random like E3 or show.
Yeah.
And they just had like a like one little cutscene that didn't like look anything like the thing, and so you're just like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And then they did this program or this promotion where it's like, hey, if people want to make assets for the game and send them to us, we could use them in the game. And then everyone's like, wait, so you just want people to make all the assets in the game for free? Like, no. If they make enough and they're good, we'll give them money. And it's like, how?
That's not good.
And anyway, and then they did come out with like another trailer a whole bunch later, but it's not a gameplay trailer. No, it's just like another like CG trailer, and it's just like, oh, you still don't understand what it's supposed to be about. And then, oh, hey, there's a character from the first one. Is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? We don't know.
Don't worry about it.
And then Ubisoft kind of just stopped making games again because they forget how to make games.
Quicksand.
Yeah.
Ubisoft makes all kinds of games. They make Assassin's Creed. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, Siege. Siege gets updates.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Mario Rabbids 2.
Oh yeah, I know Mario.
I'm still surprised that game. Did you ever play the Mario Rabbids?
I played the first one. I am bad at it. I can't even beat the first boss. I'm so good. I'm so bad.
I was just thoroughly amazed by how genuinely good it was.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a good game.
Right, but it's one of those things where you hear the concept and you're like, what? Why would you make that?
Why would you make that indeed?
But, yeah, no, I thought that was a very good game. I have to do something with these coconuts.
But yeah, but like Ubisoft's track record lately is they made like 2 Tom Clancy games after Siege that they both sort of like one's already out of service. The other one is The Division 2, which is like constantly fighting against their fans. Then Division's
one of those games that like I saw it and I saw like what it was about and I saw gameplay and I'm like, this just looks very not fun.
I played the first one and it was kind of fun, but the problem was that the bosses are like so bullet spongy that
That's what I heard is a big problem.
Yeah, nah, and I was just like, all right, no, I'm not having fun. But yeah, no, their quote unquote next Assassin's Creed game that was going to be Japan, it's been like delayed, and now they're just throwing out like another one that's like, hey, you remember like Istanbul and Constantinople? Here's a Assassin's Creed one.
I thought the next one was going to be like Indian. Am I thinking of a different one?
No. I thought, well, I mean, they may have changed their mind or said both. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like people have been wanting a Japanese Assassin's Creed for years, just because ninjas.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the Ubisoft version of Break Glass went out of ideas.
Yeah. I mean, I liked a lot of Assassin's Creed games. I know that they have kind of repetitive plays stuff. Just go around, doing missions, climb the tower.
Yeah.
And that's not for everybody, but I like those kind of games.
You can only do it so many times, like in a row. I feel.
Yeah.
I think if I have a 2-year break between an Assassin's Creed game or something like that, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But making them like a yearly release, I think was a problem.
Right, but then they totally like changed up the formula with Origins.
They did.
And
That's
the two
after they
after that.
stopped the once a year formula.
Right, exactly. I don't remember where I need to go for the
Oh, and
shipwreck.
their other game they're working on, like that pirate game, delayed again for an unknown amount of time.
Oh, I just remember another not Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft, Far Cry.
Oh, Far Cry 6, yeah, no, Far Cry 6 did come out. You are
Yeah,
right.
not too long ago. I heard it was pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
Far
Hey.
Cry is another game. It's a lot like Assassin's Creed in terms of just, every game is pretty similar, but if you like it, you like it.
Yeah, it has like the checkpoints, the mission areas,
Right.
the zones, the bosses. It's good. Far Cry's good. At least they put enough time between. Well, I say they put enough
yeah.
time. They do all those like weird like in between ones. Like I liked Blood Dragon, but then
Blood Dragon is the best one.
but then like
Just because of how
Primal.
crazy it goes.
Primal's cool
Primal.
because it's like caveman stuff, but at the end
That's always fun.
it really makes you realize that it's just kind of like the exact same field with like a different coat of paint. It's
Yeah.
like don't play 4, play Primal. Don't play 3, play Blood Dragon. And then 5, it's like, well, we made like a second one based off the same idea, but it's also a sequel. So you should play this. You should play them both. But it's like, but then the burnout happens.
Right. So let me see. How many more do I need? I need 2 more Thunder Eggs.
Yeah, but yeah, Skull and Bones was their pirate game that they were making.
Oh, Bones, that's his name.
Yeah, that no one
Remembers or
knows if
cares
they're ever
about.
gonna make it.
Well, I mean, I saw that, and I'm just like, why are you even making this? Isn't Sea of Thieves all anyone needs? Because that game's really
Yeah.
popular.
But they don't get to like profit all that off that one.
No. Well, because that's Microsoft, not Microsoft, Rare.
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, Rare.
Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, I mean, yeah, technically Microsoft.
Yeah.
But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie people make pirate game now.
Yep.
Crazy.
Very crazy. But yeah, I think it's because like they always heard like now and forever that it's like, oh, people like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, we can do another pirate game, right? And then it's like 5 years later, we can do pirate game, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard they're doing a remaster of Black Flag
Yup.
because pirates are cool.
Because pirates are cool.
Pirates are so cool.
Pirates
Like
are pretty cool.
unironically. Remember Pirates of the Caribbean? Those movies crazy good. I love those.
I didn't see any of the I didn't see 4 or 5.
Oh, you didn't?
I mean, I wouldn't have been against seeing them, but they just were like never on my radar.
Yeah.
I always feel bad like the whole time during that like Johnny Depp like courtroom thing. Like everyone's
Right.
just like, "Oh man, I wonder how this is going to affect Johnny Depp in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie."
It's like, why is that your concern here?
It's like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
Do I remember the whole Pirates versus Ninjas thing in the internet?
Oh,
Vaguely,
that was-
Gemini, vaguely.
It was forever ago.
I do know that what came out of it was what the Ninja Handbook, where the way to commit seppuku was to fold a frisbee in half and try and eat it. I don't
What?
know why I remember that.
I have no idea what you're talking about with that.
Yeah, I don't either. But it's just a memory in my head.
I just remember it from one of my favoriteest games that I would love. Talk about remasters. Can we get a remaster for them? Mad World? You ever
Yo,
play that
I
game?
wish. Yeah, Mad World is sick. Mad World
That
and
game's great, but
Anarchy
I remember-
Reigns, both of them.
Yes, both of those games. But I remember that in the level with ninjas, there was an item to like intentionally piss them off, and it was just a pirate hat because they hate pirates.
If they hate pirates.
Yeah, and it's such a weird like little nugget of old internet humor.
Indeed. I
There
think
we
back
go.
in the day, people were just like, okay, the console wars are over. We need a new war. I
board.
don't know. Pick 2 things off the board. Hey, you got all 300.
You know what? I think people just like to argue about things and which is better.
What? People like to argue?
Just a theory I have. I can't prove it.
It's crazy.
It
I would argue
explain a
that, but I don't
lot.
want to prove you wrong.
Yeah, I can't lose.
that's my favorite kind of statement. It's like, all right, if you want to try and correct me, that just proves I'm right. I have won the logic train.
Sometimes it can be fun, you know, a little rivalry between two things. Look at the Batman vs Superman, the greatest movie of our generation.
I keep falling asleep.
Yeah. So do the writers, I think.
Yeah. It's like, all right, guys. Oh, we slept. We have to get this out by tomorrow. Oh, just write some random shit down.
Their mothers have the same name. This is a plot point of contention between them.
I mean, in the comics, it was always just one or more of those just like silly little things that they would like joke about.
Yeah. Because I mean, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, we have all these characters in our lore to keep track of. And we just gave the same name to two totally different characters' parents.
It was a popular name back in the day.
Yeah. There we go. We got that last opal we missed.
The console wars being real back in the day. I wasn't so much a console war person, but I did like try and defend things that like people would just hate on for no reason. That would end up with me getting into stupid arguments. Like one person's like, Final Fantasy's way better than Legend of Zelda. I'm like, I mean,
you're ridiculous. Zelda's way better.
Zelda's great. Though, why can't they both be good? Nah, Cloud could cut Link up in half and then like drown in his blood. I'm like, all right, it's like, all right, you're this kind of edgelord, okay.
People can like just agree the two things can be good. Look, we can just have two things. It doesn't always need to be a contest. Look at like all the memes people are making about Barbie and Oppenheimer. There's two entirely different movies that everyone likes.
My favorite is Isabella and Doom Guy.
Oh yes. Oh, so here's the first boss, Bull.
Let's do it.
Ironically, he's not a bull. He's a pig.
He's a boar.
He's a boar. He's got a mum tattoo.
The boar is. Yeah, Isabella. Yeah, it was great. It's like, it's gonna be a contest. Everyone, Doom and Animal Crossing are coming out the same day. And then they like.
It's even funnier. It's even funnier because like the demographics for both those games couldn't be more no overlap.
Zero overlap. But then you're like, no, this is a uniting force.
This is a great example of what we were talking about earlier, where this guy ain't really a person. He's just like an actual wild animal.
Evolution just was not kind to half of the species, I guess.
Oh, leave me alone.
He's wearing a shirt.
He is wearing a shirt. Maybe he is a person. He certainly ain't acting like it. Please, sir, have some class.
I think what we were waiting for was John Romero to start like writing like a fan fiction about it. He did write that Doom RPG like on his laptop for cell phones while he was on vacation in Hawaii.
Don't laugh at me.
It was a pretty evil laugh.
The way you damage it. This guy's voice is way like more intimidating than I remember. Like the way we're fighting him here is we need them to crash into these rocks, but they aren't actually rocks. They're termite nests.
What?
Look at all the bugs on him.
Why? Why is that a thing?
They're just filled with bugs. And get them all over him.
God, Australia is a frightening place.
I can't believe Australians see things like this creature every day.
Going to school must have been pretty dangerous for them.
And then there are normal cows in the background. I don't know what's going on with those guys. And sheep. Rah. His scream is so intense.
I
don't know what his damage is.
This boar would be a good shoe-in for Ganon.
Yeah, you know, he kind of's got a Ganon look to him. He's got the mane that's the right color. He has an eye patch though. Ganon's never had an eye patch. So
Not
he
even
could pull
Pirate
it off.
Ganon.
There never was a pirate Ganon. They should have done something with that in Wind Waker.
He was like the Pirate King. This wasn't a pirate.
Well, yeah, because the Gerudos were pirates, kind of. They were called that, but even though, I mean, I guess, the term pirate doesn't always mean sailing the high seas. You can be a land pirate, you can be a space pirate. Look at Ridley.
True. Pirates are real, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pirates are a real thing.
Okay, well, because
Existed and
cowboys
still
aren't
exist.
real.
No, cowboys are real. The cow's blocking the shot.
But I heard cowboys aren't real.
Well, they weren't as romanticized as they were in movies, but they were there were people in the Old West who, wore that attire and had guns and stuff.
Feel so conflicted.
Well done.
I don't know whether or not history is lying to me or not anymore.
Did you think the cowboys weren't real?
Oh, I mean, I thought that there were like you said, there were people that would ride horses in the Old West, and there'd be like sheriffs in towns. But
Yeah.
I didn't think like
Again,
a John Wayne like cowboy type, like Red Dead Redemption was like a real thing.
Might have bet on the wrong horse.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
mate,
it's inspired by
Julius
real
has got a
things. It's
present for you
again,
on his land.
it's like Pirates of the Caribbean is about pirates, but I don't think real pirates were ever like that.
I've made a most exciting discovery. The talisman machine is brimming with excess energy from the Fire Thunder eggs. By diverting that energy to my special hyper-techno boomerang maker, I can make special elemental...
You're throwing out a lot of big words here, Julius.
Simply smashing. I present to you the Flamerang.
Yay!
You beauty!
Those look like they're made out of actual molten rock.
This rang can start fires and melt ice. It even has a more powerful effect on some enemies. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection. It will aid you well in your quest.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Try it out.
Hydrate. Oh, I should hydrate too. I haven't drank in a bit. I always forget to do that when I stream. But yeah, now that we got our fire rang, we can go to a new area.
Let's go.
See it. It's kind of like, like your typical hub world in a platformer collectathon where you have a big hub world, and over time you get new abilities, and those abilities can get you new areas. It all feeds into itself.
An
Also,
ever perpetuating
I like
cycle of awesome.
Yes. I always like that the flamerangs actually give off light.
Yeah.
Boom. It's a big ice wall that's just kind of here, even though this is very clearly a sort of deserty area. So I don't know who put this here. Uh-oh. And there he is.
He's smarter than I thought.
He has a skull in his boomerang to show you that he's evil. Oh, I just remembered. His boomerangs are called doomerangs. Because, in case it wasn't painfully obvious, Shadow the Hedgehog. Even his name being Sly, it rhymes with Ty, but it's evil.
So evil.
So we got 3 new areas. We got Snow Worries, Outback Safari, and Bridge on the River Ty.
No.
Want to do snow?
Yeah, you got the fire rings.
That's true.
You have done well, my friend. The information you supplied is invaluable. So someone thinks they can stop me obtaining all the talismans?
The talismans.
Talismans.
Of course he will never succeed! I want this meddling mammal stopped at any cost!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
He stands in the
talismans are as
shadows.
good as mine. Begin phase 2!
Oh, another koala.
Check out these amazing snowy mountains. Full of frolicking kangaroos, high-speed wombats, and giant yabbies, all eager to meet you.
What's a yabby?
Hope you packed a clean
I don't know.
Yeah. Ice levels can be fun. I feel like they get a bad rap too, like water levels.
Really bad.
I think ice levels can be fun if they, really make the fun new physics kind of like worth it.
Yeah, ice physics can be really annoying.
I think the important thing is that you don't start on an ice level.
Yes.
Crash, Wrath of Cortex. Looking at you.
Why would you do that, Crash of Cortex?
I don't even think it knows.
That was the only Crash game I had as a kid.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize until years later. Oh, everyone hates this one. Or so I recently found out. Not recently.
I mean,
but...
I've played it recently, like in the past year, and I don't say I hate it, but I can definitely feel that it was rushed.
Yeah. I just know people don't like it as much as the.
Yeah, no, the other
three
three are like way better.
Throwing snowballs at me.
Oh, you're a legend, mate.
Gotta save the koala children. There was an avalanche.
Save them all.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I like about this game is how like diverse the areas are. Because I feel like when most people think of Australia, they think of like outback desert, but they got all kinds of climates.
Their climate is the opposite of ours in most times of the year.
Yes. Well, they're all the way down there in the bottom of Earth.
They're all the way in a land down under.
Down under.
I
It's weird to
remember
think about
there was this weird show. It was like a court show. It was like a cartoon, but it had like a really bad lawyer, and then a really good lawyer. What was it called? What was it called? Anyway, like one of the case. Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of what the cartoon was called, but the gimmick of the one episode is that a company sold a lady a luxury summer vacation in Australia for like June and July, and of course it was balls ass cold.
Right.
And so she was suing for like false advertising.
Right. But technically, it's summer. We didn't lie. The only cartoon I know about lawyer stuff is Harvey Birdman.
That's still a good one. Cartoon court show. Let's see. Oh, so it's called Science Court. It was actually just called Science Court.
Science Court. I've never heard of that.
It's got that weird, like, wiggly wobbly, like, animation style that's very much attuned to, like, home movies.
Oh. I was thinking about rewatching home movies. That was such a fun show.
I can't watch a lot of it in a row, but I can rewatch a little bit of it at a time.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ice physics. Uh-oh, ice physics.
It's just crazy to like think about it. It's like, oh yeah, like a lot of the Archer cast. I don't know if they got their start, but they definitely, got a lot of work here.
It's always interesting seeing like a cast that kind of sticks together through the years.
Right?
Like they met on this project, and then they also worked together on this project, and this one, and this one. It's always nice seeing like people who have like chemistry and like that they can work good together.
I agree. One thing that you always like wanted to hear, like I think it was like in the original Power Rangers, it was like, oh, everyone like works so well together, and then afterwards you find out it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like arguing and some bigotry and some stuff going on in the background. You're like, crap. Ooh, or like Star Trek Next Generation. So
it's
much
never
drama
fun to
there.
hear that like a show you like had tons of cast problems, or that someone on the cast was, not vibing with everybody.
So many ice crystals or ice opals. I guess sapphires.
Ice opals. Yeah. So yeah, one thing I liked about this game is that like for every area, there's kind of a different theme. Not really a theme with the levels, but just theme with like the collectibles. So we were getting red opals and thunder eggs, and now for these 3 levels we unlock, there'll be ice. instead of fire. But not all the levels are ice levels. In fact, one of the levels, I'm not sure if we're gonna get there in time with how long this level is, but one of the levels actually lets you ride on Bull, the boss we just beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the whole level is on his back.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess he just kind of calmed down after we made him bash his head into a bunch of termites over and over.
I suddenly think so clearly now.
Yeah. The bugs got in my brain and fixed it. I can talk clearly now. Oh, that's a disgusting visual. I'm sorry for even saying that.
I can sing!
Can
I play the
talk?
piano anymore? Well, of course you can, but I couldn't before.
Well, I couldn't before. I love that. They should like make an actual Planet of the Apes musical.
They
I
really
think now's
should.
the time.
I think if I remember correctly, I think someone made like the in the Simpsons episode. There's like a Waterworld game, like in either like an advertisement or an arcade. Like someone went and actually like made that game.
Really?
Like yeah, like with the Simpsons graphics and everything.
Wait, was it a game based off Waterworld, the movie?
I think so. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the article.
The movie's terrible. Who would make a video game off of that?
The Virtual Boy.
Ah. Remember the virtual? I think Nintendo should bring back the Virtual Boy. I think now's the time. You think if we like get enough like fake fan support, we can trick Nintendo into remaking the Virtual Boy, kind of like how people got Morbius to show in theaters again, even though nobody wanted to see it.
I don't know if Nintendo remembers the pit where they buried all the Virtual Boy stuff.
I think they know exactly where it is because how could you ever forget something like that?
I don't know how you could. Okay, here we go. A 20-second Simpsons joke is now a fully fledged game. The arcade classic Kevin Costner's Waterworld. A theatrical bomb had a single like arcade like joke in it. Someone made a freeware PC game based off of it, imagined and done exactly like it was shown in the episode.
Interesting. You know, I will never not admire the lengths some people will go to for a good joke.
Oh my god, yes.
It really is. I mean, maybe it's not totally a joke. Maybe the game itself is actually pretty fun. It can't be much worse than the movie it's based on.
One day I may take a look. I need to do a stream where I find just all of the games that were made off of like spoofs or something or of something else. See, grab like the Angry Video Game Nerd game. Like, get that Kevin Costner Waterworld one. Another one.
Well, the AVGN one was like a properly made game.
It was, but like it has like all like the references that kind of like through the episodes. And then he did the episode on Angry Video Game Nerd games. And he says, "Oh my god, I said
So
the
meta.
thing, and someone made it into a game." I'm like, "Yeah, you did."
Imagine getting a fan game. That must be like the craziest feeling.
I'd rather have like a fan game made of me than like a naughty comic.
I think I'm with you on that. Ow. I mean, it's even better for, you know, someone who reviews games for a living.
I said I don't even really know what like a game about me or a game with my character would be. I guess it'd have to be like a side-scrolling platformer. That would be a 3D collectathon.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I can climb up trees. I can dig.
What are you collecting? What are your big collectibles?
Well, I've got my Taro tokens as like the big Baphomet shinies.
That's good. That's good.
I guess sunflower seeds will be like the little like collectible currency that I'll find everywhere.
Okay.
And then what would be like the big super secret one? Comic books.
Oh, okay.
And
That all
there
sounds
could
good.
be like one in every level, and it's got like a notable like comic cover, but drawn in the style of hamsters.
Oh. Originally, I was gonna just say I mean, they've made Hamtaro games before, so you could maybe take inspiration from those. But I think like a 3D collectathon in your own style with like your own personalized collectibles sounds way more interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
The Killing Joke Vamps. Yeah, you'd have the one where Gwen Stacy dies. You'd have the Killing Joke. You'd have the Death of Superman.
Killing
Wow, why are they all
Joke.
dying?
Watchmen. A lot of people
Oh
die in
God,
comics.
Watchmen. Yeah, a lot of people die in comics.
I would love Watchmen so much more if everyone was a hamster, especially Dr. Manhattan.
Especially Dr. Manhattan.
Very thin, mate.
Dr. Ham Matten. No, I was trying to make a pun.
Dr. Manhattan.
Manhattan Ham, that's better. Slippery.
I mean, I guess it would make more sense if it was like video game covers, but done in the style of Hamster. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
like it could be video games for one, and then comic books for the sequel.
Hmm. There's all these different Spider-Man designs coming out for the Spider-Verse. I want to see.
I still haven't
Spider-Ham.
seen it,
Oh.
but I do. I would love to see that. I remember Spider-Ham back in like the old comics. Like back in like Web of
Wait, that was
Spider-Man, like number 13 and stuff.
Yeah.
Early
Oh,
90s.
I said Spider. I said Spider-Ham thinking about a spider hamster, but I forgot that's Spider-Ham.
Yeah.
The pig. I forgot it's actually a thing. My joke is ruined.
Miles Meowis.
Miles, yeah, I love that. A big wood mill.
I think my favorite part of that joke is how Spider-Gwen is like a penguin.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen. I saw actually a list of like all different characters in that universe, like different Marvel characters. I'm trying to remember some. There was Croctor Strange. He was a crocodile. Ant-Man's just an ant. Professor Rex. Professor Xavier, just a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Which doesn't really suit him, given the fact that, you know, he's just... You think a T-Rex would be like a big, strong thing, but he's, you know, telepath in a wheelchair. Wolverine was something weird, and I was just confused, because I'm like, why didn't you just make him a Wolverine? Oh yeah, Black Panda instead of Black Panther.
Oh my God. That feels like it's got some worries behind that.
Yeah. What else? What was Iron Man? I don't remember. There's so many weird ones.
Comics are a fun thing. Always a lot of personality.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's about that time where we are going to have to be calling it. But Rex, feel free
right,
to go ahead and
just-
plug what you got going on.
What do I got going on? I got a lot going on, I think. Actually, my schedule recently has been a bit hectic, but yeah, I'm Ricky Rex. If you guys don't know me, I play all kinds of games, really. I cannot commit to a consistent thing for the life of me, but that's not a problem. I'm currently playing through all the Yakuza games. I'm on 4. I love those games. They're currently like some of my favorites, like in recent memory.
Those are good games.
Yes. 4 is very enjoyable so far. I'm already liking it
Yeah.
way more than 3.
Yeah, no.
Um,
It's like people say people hate 3. I'm like, I don't hate 3, but just 4 is so good.
Right. I don't hate 3, just that every other one's better. It's one of those things where, like, you know, every game is good, but there always has to be a weakest link. But yeah, I don't have a planned schedule for anything major coming up recently, but I stream over at my channel, Ricky Rex. And I play all kinds of games, and I'd love to see you guys there. And I want to give a huge thank you to you for having me on tonight.
Oh, no. Thanks for coming on. It was my pleasure. And I'm super excited to see more of your streams in the future. And thanks for
Thank
just coming
you.
on to help support a good cause. Again, we are taking donations to the American Heart Association. So feel free to click the link in the chat and donate to also go towards raffles for great prizes. We're going to go to the Be Right Back while we switch to the next guest. But thank y'all very much. And y'all have a good sit and potty break while we roll this around.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Super
I've been trying to play.